Um, Today I'm going to disconnect the torque control on the Jeep. I've heard a bit about it. It disconnects the torque. For those, I guess, who are not used to having the power, it just, for some reason, the computer reduces the amount of torque available so that you can keep maybe under control. It's a bit like traction control, I guess. It just stops more power from going to the wheels at high power in low gear. So apparently there's a way to disconnect that by cutting wire number 10. Well, I don't just want to cut it, I actually want to attach it to a switch on the dash. I want to be able to turn it on and off as I want. So I'm going to show you today how I'm going to do that. Okay, here is the module, and here is the plug that has wire number 10 behind it. There's a bolt there. It looks like an 8 or a 10 mil roughly, I'm not sure which one, but I'll undo that and expose it and I'll show it to you. Okay, I got the plug here. I've removed the dust cover, so away. You find the numbers, some of the numbers clearly on there, but the 10 is clearly here. So now I'm going to strip these. Just a little bit. It's more than enough. Okay, I've got a red and a green. I was saying it's green, maybe I'll just keep them both green. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to solder a couple of wires onto these, and when I get a bit closer to doing that, I'll show you. So bear these two. We're going to get two more wires long enough to reach inside the dash, and we're going to connect to here. I'll show you again when I get a bit closer. Okay, just going to pre-solder these wires. My medication makes me a bit shaky, but hey. Okay, this works a lot better than an electric one, I tell you. I've already put the string tube over it. The problem with shaking is joining these wires, man. When you're shaky, it's horrible trying to hold them still while you're soldering. Where's the other wire? Woohoo! First go! Awesome! Alright. Slide the shrink tube over to join. I believe I can use this little blowtorch, my new toy, to, which is stinking hot. Woo! Yeah, very hot. With a little blowtorch. Anyway, I'll show you in a minute. Well, it's cooled down. Okay, let's see how good this works. Pretty good. I like my new little toy. Shrink tube's getting a bit old, I think. I'll put some tape over it as well. There we go, it just wasn't getting hot enough. For a job well done. So, what I'm basically going to do, I've got this left over from my hooning days, a race panel. Pretty nifty stuff. On, off, engine start. I'll probably mount this inside the cab somewhere and mount this, the other two ends, to the switch. So off and on. If I want torque control on, I just flick it up. If I want it off, I flick it down. So I'm going to set that up inside here somewhere. I'm just going to tape this up and put the dust cover back on and make it all look nice and neat and tidy. Screw it back up, find a place to wire the wires through, and then I'll take it for a test run. I definitely want to be able to turn it on and off. I don't know what the result's going to be, whether it's going to be super duper or whether it's going to be just yeah, it's okay, and I'll leave it on all the time, or I'll turn it off. But either way, it's a cool little project to do at home. We shall continue. Okay, I've taped it up a bit. Let's put the dust cover back on. Which is not that easy. I've got to make sure that the bolt hole is available. Oh, that's going to take a bit of fiddling. You're not going to want to watch all that, so I'll put with my shaky ass, I'll put that back on and I'll show you again. Wow, that dust boot was a pain in the ass, I tell you. Whew, it was easier to get off than on. But a job doing is worth doing right. So never tear this tape, because when you stretch it, the glue doesn't stretch, so it will never stick as good as if you cut it. Okay, of course if you're American I think it's on the other side, but there we go. I'll plug back in. All I've got to do now is tighten up the 8mm in the middle, and Bob's your uncle, and I've got to feed this through to the front. You just have to find a hole somewhere where there's already some cables going through and feed it through. And that's how you do that part. That's maybe why I'm having vacuum problems. Anyway, I'll sort that out.